was that?
I think it was Max Verstappen coming back.
Hello and welcome to Couple of Corners, where a husband and wife team invite you into their home and then force you to listen to them talk about F1 for about 20 minutes or so. Joining me as always is Anisha.
Hi.
And thank you so much for joining us. If you're new here, please remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Because otherwise, how do we know that you're at the door and we need to let you in? So, the Austrian Grand Prix.
Wow. It was a bang average race.
Bang average is being nice to it. I think it's the first race this season which was nothing much happened.
Nothing much happened. There were like these tiny stints of as in
Excitement. Like there was embers.
Yeah.
Oh, there's something
but
happening.
They kept dying down. So
Yeah.
I think you woke me up twice.
I had to wake you up twice because then somebody had to wake me up. Because we had to do this. A quick recap for you. The main story of the race, Russell came first. Woo. The big story of the race, although in my opinion, is that Red Bull might be back.
Oh yes, to be honest, if Max Verstappen would not have crashed during the qualifying yesterday, he would have been P1. It was unfortunate that he crashed and he had a very weird reaction. He had a very happy reaction. He wasn't happy because Max crashed, guys. He was happy because he saw Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc on a 1-2 position. Like, we posted a video and people think that, why is he celebrating when Max is crashed?
I'll tell you what the deal is. Okay? People think that I hate Max. I don't hate Max.
Yeah.
I couldn't give two shits about Max. See, I'm not a driver fan.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people, like you also got a little confused that, who's your favorite driver?
Yeah.
I said, listen, I have no favorite driver. Whoever's driving for Ferrari are my favorite driver. So
exactly, I've seen this guy, be happy for Carlos Sainz when he was in Ferrari and then suddenly I don't care about Carlos Sainz because he's no longer a red driver. So yeah. If a driver does well, we go ahead and appreciate it. If they don't do well, we go ahead and even if it's our favorite driver, we go ahead and...
Speaking of non-biasness, qualifying from Russell genuinely was one of the smartest things I've seen him do in a very long time.
Yeah, oh my god, as much as I hated seeing him there,
it was amazingly smart from Russell.
It was very smart and it shows his experience.
His experience, right?
Yeah.
Like Kimi slowed down.
Yeah.
Russell realized it's not a double yellow and went for it.
Exactly.
And he got pole.
Yeah.
So credit where it's due to Russell. Kimi again came third, a very valiant third. There were rumors in the WhatsApp group that I have where the argument was that if there was another lap, Verstappen might have overtaken Russell.
Yeah.
But the counterpoint to that is, Kimi might have overtaken
Verstappen because he was also pushing him.
Yeah. So, not a lot to talk about in this video, but we'll get to it.
Yes.
Let's go step by step, starting with Mercedes.
Yeah.
As always.
Yes.
Because a very...
That rocket ship of a car that has been
because apparently their diffuser was banned or something.
Yeah.
But it's still fast.
It's still fast. And plus, you remember at the start of the season, you did go ahead and say that Mercedes is going to be very good at fast tracks. Yeah. This was a very fast track and that happened. And equally, Ferrari went ahead and struggled in this track.
Because clearly the Ferrari engine isn't as powerful as a Merc engine.
Yeah.
We saw it was quite clear. Like, for example, Ferrari came P5 and P8.
Yeah.
The Haasif didn't do well either.
I saw a meme which basically said that, Barcelona, yes, we are back. And
I told you this is what's going to happen. This is the Ferrari experience. So Ferrari will always take you high and then drop you off the cliff. It is a thing. I'm used to it.
They had a decent strategy. I wouldn't say good strategy. They
couldn't do anything with the strategy because we could see in the race. If you see the car, the way they were overtaken by not just the Mercedes engine, but by the new and improved Red Bull as well. You could see the power because they tried to make up for it in the corner, which is where the Ferrari car is the best. Their aerodynamic package of the Ferrari car is amongst the best in the field. Yeah. But again, the engine power is just not there. And we saw that during the race.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we're going to see a similar thing in the fast tracks wherein Mercedes just dominates the Ferrari. We're going to see that in your Mexican track. What's that?
Autonomous I forgot again.
Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez.
No.
You should check out our reel on that. So I assume that it's going to be very quick over there.
Yeah.
We're going to see something similar. I don't know about Silverstone because Silverstone is a mixed race track. It's similar to Barcelona, so anything can happen over there. So it's going to be very interesting. Again, I think Spa is going to be a Mercedes-dominated track as well. So it is what it is. If it doesn't happen, I'm going to be the happiest person to be proven wrong there. But that Mercedes is just too quick. And we saw that. Kimi Antonelli had a pretty average race. We started P4 and to end up in P3 it's pretty nice. It's not bad at all.
I'm just glad that he did not DNF. He's still leading with he's still leading with 171 points, and Russell is, I think, 30 points low.
Lower,
exactly.
What the exact point?
Russell is now P2 in the Drivers' Championship, and that's good. I think Mercedes are doing a good job.
They're doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, exactly.
So moving to Red Bull, I think that was the surprise package of this race because they brought it for the home Grand Prix.
And take a Verstappen, say you have the expectation, you know that he will go ahead and do well. Isaac Hadjar also did pretty decent.
Hadjar, to be fair, has possibly been one of the best Max Verstappen second driver.
I think this is possibly the best partnership after Ricciardo.
Max and Ricciardo, possibly. Touch wood for both Hadjar and the Red Bull team for that one. To be fair, you could see the upgrades working not just for Red Bull, but of course,
for the V-Cubs also.
As well. We'll get to them in a bit. Let's stick to Red Bull for this one. The qualifying again, if the crash didn't happen, so apparently Max lost his rears and he spun off.
Okay.
I have a feeling it's very similar to the spin that Lewis Hamilton had at China during testing, wherein again, so because both Ferrari and Red Bull have that same rotating wing design concept, right? So I have a feeling, so when the wing rotates the other way around, it generates lift. It's supposed to generate lift. That's the whole idea behind it. That means that it can make the rear a little loose. Because the rear went loose if you see Max's crash. So I'm feeling that's what happened just before the turn. Either Max didn't hit the brakes at the right time because it might still be open, because it takes a little longer as compared to your standard DRS style wing that most other teams have. So maybe that's what happened. I could be wrong there. Would love to be proven wrong, but that's what it seemed like. I do think that it was great for the Red Bull mechanics, which are one of the best in the field, to fix the car the way they did. Because Max was,
to be honest, shout out to all the mechanics. As in, it doesn't matter which team you belong to. These guys do a fantastic job fixing up a car, and then they fix the car up before the next session. And sometimes it's
they're
just
like little gremlins. You have the cut. Overnight they fix the whole thing.
Overnight, sometimes it's just 2 hours. If you have FP1, you crash in FP1. By FP2, they have the car ready.
But I can't remember which race it was. Somebody crashed during the formation lap and they fixed the car. I think it was Max's car. Wherein they crashed they had a front wing damage during the formation lap or something, and then they fixed it by the race.
Wow.
I could be wrong. I'll just check and I'll put that there. And it's just so fantastic.
It's as in, again, like you always say that, as in a lot of people say that F1 is all about the driver. That's what they think, but it's actually not about the driver. It's instances like this when you realize that it's the mechanic, it's the strategy team, everybody that goes and contributes in their own way.
In my experience, and I would say that I have a pretty decent set of experience watching F1. I've been watching since 2001 actually. And in my experience, of course, I had my favorite drivers too, right? And then they retired and they moved on. All of my drivers, except Fernando Alonso, are still on the grid. And I realized that in the end, the mechanics are just as great. Because the driver is just a cog, a very important cog in the machine that is an F1 car. And it's their, what they say matters. And of course, the engineers who cook up with the car, the innovation that you see, whether it's the Mercedes DAS system or the double diffuser or the rotating wing, it's just such an amazing feeling to watch that from an engineering perspective. It is amazing.
Anyways, coming back to Red Bull, as in we had Hadjar finish at P6, Verstappen at P2. So it was a good run.
A very good race for them. I can't wait to see what they do at the next race at Silverstone. Talking about Ferrari,
it wasn't a bad race.
Can I be honest? if the Verstappen crash didn't happen,
Hmm.
Ferrari wouldn't have qualified as well as they did.
Yeah, agreed.
Right.
Yeah, because Kimi would have been
Kimi
right
would have
up
been
there. Yeah, exactly.
possibly been the Kimi, Max, and Russell would have been on
Yeah.
top, which is exactly how the race finished.
Exactly, yeah.
So yeah, it was again, like I said, this track is not built for the current Ferrari SF26 because it's a cornering machine, that car, apparently.
Excuses.
Racing tracks are the best things ever. But yeah, like as far as the Hamilton three stop strategy that Hamilton had, I don't get the idea behind it. I know what they're trying to do, but it made very little sense. They decided to put on a soft and go for a 3-stop strategy. That was a little too much. That was hoping for, again, there's that hope for a safety car, which I don't think is the right call.
Yeah, you can't go ahead and depend on a safety car or somebody else crashing in at such high stakes. Yeah.
So like that was a very poor. Hamilton did fine with the machinery. Can't put too much blame on
also
him.
Did fairly decent.
Unfortunately, with Leclerc, I think it's getting to his head.
Yeah.
Because he qualified P2, and then it's getting to his head because he had a poor race at Barcelona. Yeah. He had a poor race at Monaco as well. Yeah. Even Canada wasn't that great for them. So it is getting to his head, especially considering that his long-term seat has been secured at Ferrari. He's not going anywhere for a while. So I don't know what's going on in his head. Hopefully things will get sorted itself out soon.
Yep.
And it's very similar to how Hamilton was last year.
Yeah.
Which being a Ferrari driver getting to his head.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on to McLaren.
Fantastic race for McLaren.
Fantastic race, but I was seeing the Constructors Championship board, and McLaren is third.
Because they had a very poor start to the season. They had a DNS at China.
Yeah.
So they had a poor start, but they are making the most of I think they're making, correct me if I'm wrong there, but I think they are the team making the most of the Mercedes engine, aside from Mercedes. Obviously.
Mercedes, exactly.
They seem to have gotten the rhythm right. They have one of the best pairings on the grid, McLaren, with Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris. World champion Lando Norris, might I remind you. So they are doing very well. If they keep it up, we could see a good 3-way fight for the second place because Red Bull is also resurgent.
Yes. VCAP they've been doing really good.
They have been very consistent. I would say they are a dark horse when it comes to 5th place. I think not dark horse. I think they're going to get 5th place. Alpine has been acting a little wonky for the past few races.
VCAP did good. I think they ended.
Both of them had a double points finish.
Yeah.
And they qualified well. Liam is doing did very well in this race.
Exactly.
Arvid
for the rookie, with a midfield car, he's got 14 points in this season, which is fantastic.
Fantastic for him.
Yeah.
He's been doing a good job. We just spoke about them. Alpine, Gasly has now become
one of so now Hamilton. The only driver we have who has scored points through and through is Hamilton. So I hope
earlier it was Gasly.
Gasly and Hamilton, but now we have Hamilton only. But we have Gasly as P13 and Colapinto as P15. So
again, I think Briatore might crack the whip once again on his two boys. It might work because it worked the last time.
Yeah, it worked the last time.
So, Briatore, if you're watching this, please like, share, and subscribe. And then do remember to go easy on them. They're good boys.
Yeah. So, moving on to the next team, you want to talk about Audi because they were just short of points, right? As in Gabby finished 11th.
And
Gabby finished 11th, Hülkenberg finished 12th. So,
Hülkenberg is struggling this season in an Audi because a car which is, I think that is the midfield car.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's very good for them. They're a new team.
Yeah.
Of course,
new engine.
That having your own engine is troublesome.
Yeah.
Red Bull seems to have been figuring that out. They're doing fine. Reliability doesn't seem to be an issue as compared to the other new team. We'll get to them. So, Hülkenberg is one of the few drivers to have not yet scored in this season. He can because that I don't expect anything from the Cadillacs. To be fair, Alonso managed to squeak in a point. Didn't expect much there either. But Hülkenberg can do it. He just needs to be a bit more.
Maybe
his luck is just very.
Maybe Silverstone can be as in last year he got his podium there. So
So
might just get
maybe,
something
you
out
never know.
there. Yeah.
So,
But yeah, as in Audi is pretty good. Like there's nothing.
fine.
No news is good news. Moving on to Haas. Again, we don't remember much of Haas. Behrman was P14 and Ocon was P16.
Haas, again, the same problem as Ferrari, as in the engine is just not powerful enough for this track at all.
Yeah.
And we saw that.
Yeah.
The other second team using Ferrari engines in this season.
Yeah.
We'll get to the third team in a bit, which did even worse. But yeah, like Haas is, again, I think they're competing for that, competing against Audi. That's the competition. Initially, I thought they'd do better than Audi because Audi is a new team. But Audi, credit where it's due, that German efficiency is clearly working.
Yeah. So moving on to the next team, which is Williams.
Fine, got another DNF.
But credit where it's due. This man, anytime he DNFs, he parks the car very beautifully.
To be fair, I've never seen a better...
He doesn't abandon the car. He would bring it to a point where it's easy to retrieve.
The track awareness of Carlos Sainz is something. Although I don't know if that's what Carlos Sainz need to look at when you look at track. Like, where can if I crash, I can park here. I can park there. I can park there if I crash.
Like in Mexico.
In Mexico last year, he
Barcelona, Mexico, and then Monaco as well, right?
Like drove back into the...
Exactly. And this time, right in front of the grandstands.
Yeah, like where there was an opening that he could drag his car in.
Yeah,
so credit where it's due to Carlos Sainz for knowing where to park his car. Although that's not what he needs to do, bro.
It was unfortunate, as in it didn't work for them.
Albon was the best of the worst, unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly. But still, I think they didn't go ahead and get points. Albon finished 17. This is the second time, as in Carlos has not finished an Austrian Grand Prix. Last year, he couldn't start. This year, he couldn't finish.
Yeah, last time I think he had the fire in the pit exit.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
what's going on?
I swear, Williams needs to get the shit together because let's be real, they have the best engine on the grid. Everything around that engine, because they have good drivers too.
Exactly.
Just everything around that engine needs work.
Yeah.
Speaking of work, Cadillac.
They had fire in their brakes and
again.
Yeah, again.
What are their brakes made of? We saw fire during Monaco. We saw issues with the brakes in Barcelona. Again, issues with the brakes. What's going on with Cadillac?
I don't know if it was the free practice or the qualifying, but Bottas literally came back with fire in his cockpit. I think it was FP3.
I can't remember.
Yeah, it was FP3, and I think in FP1 or 2, Perez went ahead and got halted at the incline as well. So, I really don't know what's up with them.
Cadillac really has reliability, possibly terrible reliability issue. I've not seen this level of reliability issues since Williams in 2019, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
When Kubica was there. So it's extremely terrible because it's going to bite them. It's very difficult to come back from. Yeah. Because, again, we have a cost cap.
Yeah.
You can't go over that amount.
Exactly.
If they run out of money to put in, then they'll be heavily fined. And that's going to affect their next season. Right.
Because wherever you qualify is what the amount of money you get from the pool, right? That they earn.
Based on what's going on there.
And unfortunately, unlike a Williams and a McLaren and Ferrari, you're not a historic team that you will go and no matter where you finish, you will go ahead and get a certain amount of money because of your history.
Because it's a very big issue for them because, let's be real here, because they managed to squeak in, Aston Martin squeaked in 1 point.
Yeah.
Cadillac is most likely going to be last. They're going to have the least amount of money coming in from in. They're going to have great wind tunnel times, I guess. Good on you guys. But it's not going to help them.
Yeah, exactly.
They need to get the reliability in check because, Cadillac is the third team with a Ferrari engine, right? So, from what I can see, the engine seems fine. The brake seems to be an issue, clearly seems to be an issue over there. Yeah. Bottas and Perez both have got fires, the brakes are failing. So they need to build a decent car and they need to work on that.
Yeah.
Reliability for sure.
Yeah.
And finally, let's talk about...
We have Aston Martin. Alonso had a 5-second penalty. At one point in the race, he was a minute away from Albon. And like
And he was last.
He was last.
He finished 3 laps.
3 laps
Of
plus
the
3
pace,
laps. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Like
And
unlike a Cadillac who started the race and just ended it.
yeah,
Alonso stood by it. So reliability doesn't seem a major issue
Yeah.
for Aston Martin as compared to Cadillac.
Cadillac.
But it's just that the car is.
yeah.
There's no other work around it. Like
Yeah.
the car is just bad.
Maybe like every weekend, every race weekend, like as in the F1 goes ahead and posts how many upgrades did each team bring in, right? Almost every week I see Aston Martin at 0. I'm like, itna confidence laate kahan se ho?
So apparently Alonso has said that we don't have the cash for it, which is really funny because Lawrence will have a lot of money. But maybe at next up is the British Grand Prix. Maybe it's their home race.
Yeah.
So like Red Bull, maybe they'll bring a bunch of upgrades for their home race.
Possible. Or maybe
They might be able to come like 12th.
Or maybe after the
Sorry, 15th. Let's be real here.
summer break or something. But yeah, and it was like as always, strolled around a little and then DNF. Maybe he's not there for driving and he's just being pushed into driving because his father owns a team. Maybe
Like Papa Stoll is pushing his son to
maybe
that
his
one.
heart is not there. Like
This goes out to all the engineering folks. Like they're forced to do engineering, but they want to be writers. Like maybe Lance Stroll also wants to be a
Last
writer.
को उसका passion नहीं follow करने दे रहे.
Like, पापा मेरे को passion follow करना है. Passion क्या है तुम्हारा passion? मुझे writer बनना है. निकल यहाँ से.
Anyway, so that was the entire grid. It was a bang average
It was an okay
race. But next week we have Silverstone.
Part of a triple header.
Yes, so it's gonna be like as an exciting.
It's gonna be good.
Yes.
Stay tuned to a couple of corners for.
Possibly a wet rain race.
It's England, so it could be wet.
It could be wet, dry, humid.
And maybe snow. I don't know. It's England. So that was our race rant of the Austrian GP. I hope you had a great time. Up next is the British Grand Prix, as we just discussed.
Silverstone.
And we'll catch you then. Make sure to hit that like, share, subscribe button, and we'll catch you then.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.